Sophie Rain needs to be stopped. Seriously, her name might as well come with a disclaimer at this point, because it's not just about the insane amount of money she's making, it's about the disturbing truths behind how she's making it, and that's what's truly disgusting. Now, you may be thinking it's simply just OF, but she has a few tricks up her sleeve to essentially steal little kids' lunch money. Because this isn't just your typical influencer drama about who wore what at Coachella. No, Sophie Rain has managed to build a career and a fortune of controversies that make even the messiest reality TV stars look tame. So stick around, because what's most shocking is that although she's a contributing factor to the issue, she's not even the root cause to the problem. But first, let's talk numbers, because with Sophie, the numbers are almost as scandalous as her headlines. Sophie Rain isn't just any influencer. She's referred to as the final boss of OnlyFans.
So you are aware that you're the final boss when it comes to OF, right?
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is exactly how we're starting off this video. Look at them sitting there all proud like this is actually an achievement. If OnlyFans were a video game, Sophie would be the final boss you face after dodging 47 subscription traps and navigating a maze of paywalls. Because that's pretty much how she raked in $43 million in a single year. Let me repeat that for the people that are actually paying for this nonsense. $43 million. Bro, you could buy a private island, a yacht, and still have enough money left over to name a star after yourself. Slight exaggeration, but that's a lot of simp cash. To put it into perspective, Sophie makes $4 million a month. That's $1 million a week. Meanwhile, people are out here debating whether to splurge on avocado toast. But she's not only tweeted proof of her earnings, she casually dropped these numbers during a podcast as well. But let's not forget that during an Aiden Ross livestream, she was trying to act all modest about disclosing her earnings.
Oh, I can't discuss that.
I'll tell you how much I make a stream.
Well, that went out the window, and now she's posting her earnings everywhere. That switch up is crazy. But what's even crazier is that in Aiden's video back in March, she said she was making less than $500K.
Higher or lower?
Yeah, if I say a number. One number, I get one number. How much you gonna make a month? Higher or lower? That's it. 500K.
Lower.
And then just 4 months later, she's making $4 million? That's just wild. So, those are the numbers, but what about the podcast itself? It was a spectacle. Imagine the vibe of a middle school talent show combined with the awkwardness of a family reunion. Rehearsed lines, forced drama, it's just painful to watch.
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings.
Bro, just look at that. And these are the type of people making $43 million a year. Let me just put this into perspective for you. NBA players are some of the highest paid athletes in the world, and these OF girls are out earning them. We're talking professional athletes, people with actual talent who dedicate their life to a particular craft, are being out earned by OF girls who just make TikTok videos. I don't even know what world we're living in anymore. But just you wait, because it only gets worse as the video goes on. Once people heard about Sophie Rain's earnings, they were outraged, shocked, and of course the memes were next level brutal. So Sophie made all this money, but at what cost? The thing is, Sophie literally sold her soul, ethics, morals, dignity, and the rest of it just for the bag. But whether she realizes that or not, I have no idea, because she clearly doesn't care. Bro, she literally just put a price tag to herself, and that's just crazy. These are the type of chicks that expect you to take them out on $500 dates just for some $5 kitty. Get out of here.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Which everyone else also has access to, may I add, because they sold themselves. But at least they have money, right? Although that's all they have left now, nothing else. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? Would you give up everything and your future just to have some money now when there's other ways to go about it? But circling back to Aiden's video, Sophie claimed she was a virgin.
I didn't want people to, because I'm a virgin.
which I'm not going to comment on because it could be true, but let me just leave this video here.
Everyone thinks like OF girls are but like I'm a virgin.
I know.
Like-
Do you collab with guys though?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, so then how are you a virgin?
Because it's for work. I'm filming. It's kind of like a tax write-off. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, these are the type of people making more than those who have actual talents and contribute to society. But now there's plenty of OF models out there, so what makes Sophie reign so popular, but also worse than all the rest of them? Well, that's where things get interesting. How did Sophie go from a relatively unknown TikToker to the so-called final boss of OnlyFans? The answer is surprisingly simple. People, specifically men. Sophie's content isn't groundbreaking. It's her in tight-fitting outfits, doing TikTok dances, and occasionally dabbling in music. More on that later. Yet, somehow, these videos are raking in millions of views. Why? Because people, let's be honest, mostly men, find her attractive. But let's talk demographics, because this is where things start to get off the rails. Sophie's audience skews heavily male, and many of them are between 13 and 23 years old. So, what does that mean? Well, Sophie's fan base also includes kids. Yep, actual kids. And this is where the real problem begins. Sophie has openly admitted that a significant chunk of her audience is underage.
I am aware that I have a child audience on TikTok.
Sophie, if you know that, maybe rethink your marketing strategy. But nope, she knows exactly what she's doing and the audience she's attracting by posting content like this. Which, yes, some adults are also into, but as we can clearly see, the facts state that majority are kids. A streamer named Cheezer even went off about this.
About this Sophie Rain girl, I have no, bro, why would I respect this girl? She sells only to little kids. My little brother, bro, he's off to her only. How she feel about that? I felt hurt. I felt hurt. And I beat the fuck out of him. Never again, bro. I'm distancing my little brother from all these freaks, these psychopaths. These are the new generation serial killers, bro. They're sending foods to little boys. Hello, 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 FBI, hello.
And to drive this point home, let's just put this into perspective, because now imagine if a grown man was promoting an OF account to kids. Bro, 2.9 seconds later. But this isn't the first time Sophie has been called out. Remember the infamous Spider-Man debacle? For those who missed it, a spicy video featuring someone in a Spider-Man suit went viral, and people thought it was Sophie. Instead of immediately denying it, she leaned into the drama and started teasing her own Spider-Man themed content. Eventually, she clarified that the video wasn't hers, but by then she already milked the attention for all it was worth.
Spider-Man never happened. I am not the Spider-Man girl. That is another OnlyFans model. Her name is Naomi Soraya. She is the one in that video, and people say that we look alike. So
it was like your twin.
Yes, yes. And then everyone just assumed it was me, and I still today can't get away from the Spider-Man video. But it was not me.
Some would call it a marketing masterclass. I would refer to it more as a moral train wreck. Imagine being a parent, checking your bank account, finding a charge from OF. Do you think they're going to assume their 12-year-old subscribed? No. Their first thought would be, what has my husband been up to? Probably causing fights, accusations, maybe even a divorce, all because little Timmy swiped his mom's credit card to see Sophie's exclusive content. But Sophie didn't stop there. After the Spider-Man drama, she teamed up with rapper NLE Chopper. In the video, they're dancing together like they've never heard of consequences. The caption, a cheeky nod to the Spider-Man controversy, of course. The video racked up over 10 million views, because Sophie has mastered the art of turning outrage into engagement. If monetizing scandals were an Olympic sport, Sophie would have more gold medals than Michael Phelps. But so unexpectedly, it all backfired, which she was very upset about.
I wasn't gonna address this on social media, but I keep getting asked why I'm not in the music video for NLE's new song, and the reason is because I told him to take me out of the project, that I didn't want to be a part of it anymore because I caught him and Aisha texting while we were together. So, yeah.
Like, bro, he's a rapper, she is OF, whatever you call it. Like, what did she expect to happen? Some little love story fairy tale straight from a Disney movie or what? This all circles back to the point I made earlier. She gave up everything for money and now she expects to be treated like wife material? It just doesn't make sense. I know I'm being harsh, but I must have been honest. Like, am I wrong or are you guys on the same page as me? Let me know in the comments below. Because what upsets me the most is that Sophie tries to hide all of her wrongdoings behind the fact that she's a Christian.
I don't want anyone thinking that about me. I'm a Christian, like.
Yeah, Sophie insists her actions align with her faith. Because nothing screams Christian values like promoting OF to kids and shaking your ass on TikTok. But here's the thing. Sophie isn't clueless. She knows exactly what she's doing. Every controversy, every scandal, it's all a part of the playbook. She's not some innocent victim of circumstance, because let's not overlook the ripple effects here. Sophie's antics highlight a much bigger issue: social media's obsession with fame at any cost, and clout over accountability. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram reward outrageous behavior, and influencers like Sophie are just playing the game. But at what point do we draw the line? How much longer are we going to let people like her profit off of exploiting young audiences? So if Sophie's just playing the game, then who's the actual problem? Well, truthfully, it's you. Yeah, any of you watching this that are subscribed to this shit, people forget that this is a simple supply and demand business. So if those same people who also threw their morals and ethics out the window didn't buy into this nonsense, there would be no Sophie Raines making $4 million a month, and we wouldn't have a society of degenerates. So yes, people like Sophie are a part of the problem, but the real problem is the ones paying $5 a month just to have an OF girl talk to them. And if you actually believe it's them replying to you, oh boy, then yeah, there's no hope. So at the end of the day, Sophie Raine needs to be stopped. Not just because of what she's doing, but because of what she represents. She's not the disease, she's a symptom of a culture that values fame over integrity. And until we start holding people like Sophie and the people who buy into this accountable, the internet is going to keep rewarding this type of behavior.